Hi everyone. In this tutorial, we're gonna discuss Docker and how you can build Docker file, Docker image, and container. So basically, before starting, let's just understand what is Docker. Docker in a few words, we can just say that uh, is is a platform that allows you to package an application and all its dependencies, that actually including libraries, runtime, operating system settings, into a single unit called a container. So the end goal of this Docker is to create a container. So why? Because we wanna free ourselves from runtime, operating system that we use, and the libraries. So we solely focus on the code rather than the environment. Imagine a situation where you built your application nicely and you submit it. Then I tried in my machine and I encounter some errors because of the various of operating system, or maybe because of some dependencies I don't have in my machine. So to get rid of this overhead, so you can just use Docker to avoid any inconsistency or any problem that might face anyone who gonna run your code in their machines. So that's the idea behind Docker. So we can think about Docker also about portability, because we use it to make our code portable, and also, as I just mentioned, that the consistency and also the efficiency, because you start up or applications in millisecond uses for few resources than virtual machines. So that's what Deca is about, and we're gonna see how we can build these Deca containers from scratch, or in other words, how we can use uh, Visual Studio to build these files, so we can make our code portable, consistent, and efficient. So we're gonna use example that you are familiar with. So as you can see, we have like a weather focused application where we just create a new API application, and I think we already discussed similar, so we don't have to go to the deep understanding of this application. It's just you're gonna just create new file, a new project, and then you're gonna choose ASP.NET Core API, and then you're gonna find yourself here. I didn't add anything. This is the standard application. So if you just check here, you're gonna see we have some properties. So we can see that we have date, we have temperature, and so on. We have get set anyway. So those are the variables that we're gonna use in our APIs. And also, if I just see here, if I just program.c#, so you can see we built actually an application, and this application actually is open API. So that's it, nothing more. And if I check here, you're gonna see basically the link or the URL for the application, which is HTTP local, and the port is 5172, and the application name is weather forecast. So that's it. And if we try it, we can just click here, so we can see it in our browser. Let me add slash, and then I put this. Definitely I'm gonna see some information, and this is exactly the JSON file that I get it from the application, and that's it, nothing more. So that's our application, and now we want to see how we can actually build a car for it. And here are some basically some steps that we can follow. First of all, we need to create the file, and after that we want to build uh, the file. I mean, sorry, deck image. Then we can run our container. That's it, and then we can test it. That's it, nothing more. So basically, we're gonna follow these steps to do it. So uh, when we use these steps, basically we can run our entire application from Deca. But if you do not build it and run it, then we need to actually uh, let Microsoft also, I mean, Visual Studio run, so to keep it run. So let me just go one by one. First of all, let me just create the file. How we can create that? Let me go to the application. Here we go. We have the application here, and what we wanna do first before actually creating the file, we can check and make sure that our desktop, I mean the desktop is installed, and should looks like this anyway. Here you're gonna see any container that you have. Here you're gonna see the image, and these two main concept basically about the the container, where how container works. I mean how the container works. First of all, you need to have like image, which is the blueprint, is the recipe for the how the container look like, and this is like a dynamic image from the image. Means this is where we can run our code, and here where we can have our recipe. So as long as you keep it open, then it's easy actually to synchronize it with this. Whatever you build here is gonna be there. That is the important part. That's what I'm talking about. We that actually is gonna be like automatic, and we're gonna see this just in just a moment. Okay, let me go and create this. I'm gonna go to right click, and we're gonna say add, and from here we're gonna choose uh, container support. So right click, add container support. When I have here this, is gonna just show me this here where I choose the operating system. Always choose Linux, and you don't need to change anything here. Everything, just you can just leave it as default, and then you're gonna say okay. And as you can see here, now we have Tekka in our application. We can see that it basically add a Tekka file, and if you see here, it's just a bunch of steps that you, I mean, have it so as the other Docker can read and install it in the environment, so your code will be run independently uh, from your machine. So here we go. We don't actually go deep on this, but we can just highlight some points here. We have, for example, from as base, then this is about the runtime, and when we say from as built, this is for the build. So basically, here we build the ASP, and here we actually download the is DK, and this is for publish, and that's it. So if you're gonna see here, we have to have this the first one to install all ASP.NET that we want. As you can see, that is a 10 as we have in our in our system. And also we need to build it. As you can see here, we build this SDK, and after that we can publish it. As you can see, from build, where we publish our application, and that's it. This is basically the main ideas. So we basically download the ASP runtime image, and why we create this, because any application that you want to build, there is an image. You can say that exactly like there is a library, or you can think about it like that. It's a library that help to deal with this application. For example, here we have ASP, so that's why we need to download this. You don't do it manually, but automatically gonna happen because you have the recipe here. So whatever application you use basically is gonna choose this. It's gonna choose these settings. The same when they build it, because they need uh, SDK. So basically gonna uh, also download it and deal with it. So you don't have to worry about these details, as long as Visual Studio take care of all these things. But for you need actually to understand a bit about all these concepts, so you can deal with it. But the good thing, you can just generate it, and everything will be fine. And basically, you might also think about it when you create your application. There is an option actually to check if you want to create it from that from beginning. So you can just tick containers, and then automatically gonna see it. But I prefer this way, where you can just right click, create, and I mean add, and then you're gonna go to support, and that's it. You have it here. And if you come here also, you're gonna find, you see here is called container Docker file, container Docker file. And let's go to our desktop. What we have it here, we basically we don't have anything here yet.